As you're laying here, deep breath. Our intention has to do with one of the big lessons plants teach me, which is to slow down. I love the act of planting something, and then it's like a mystery for a couple of weeks. It's like, oh, is it gonna sprout? How's it gonna do? And the moment it bursts forth and then starts to take shape into its own form, whether it's, a pine tree or a corn, as it starts to take form, it's really, I don't know, I love it. It's exciting. It gives me a lot of joy. It reminds me of the vitality of life. So that's one of the things that plants teach me, is to love the mystery, to be excited for what may or may not come, and also just to slow down. Literally, we have that saying of, stop and smell the roses. So just enjoying the poses today, slowing down, and even adding in some of the yoga breath techniques so that it helps us in that goal to slow down and just smell the roses, breathe. So we'll add in a first yoga breathing technique while we're laying here for just a little bit longer. And this is the 3-part yogic breath. It helps to really fill up the lungs as much as possible. So we'll add in one piece at a time. The first piece is just breathe all the way down into the belly. So take a few breaths like that. Just inhale, fill the belly, expand out. Exhale, belly comes back in. Like a gentle ocean wave. It rises, it falls. So that's going to be the first part. The second part is breathing into the side ribs. So you're still first breathing into belly, and then you continue to expand so much that the side ribs start to expand outward. The good thing is we've got the fabric kind of hugging you around the ribs, so you can kind of feel that expansion just a little bit. So inhale, belly, side ribs. Exhale, side ribs in first, and then belly back in. Another breath or two like that. And then adding in the third part. Continue 1 and 2, and then continue to breathe so much that you're raising the chest and the collarbones a little bit. So belly, and then side ribs, and then collarbones. And with the exhale, let's reverse again. So collarbones come down first, side ribs come in, and then belly comes. Practicing all those 3 parts, another couple of breaths. What I love about slowing down to do this breath is it reminds me that probably most of the time I'm not breathing that deep. Like I think I usually go into belly at least, which is good. But I don't think I even get to the side ribs expanding out part. So just adding lots of space for the breath. Just take one more cycle here. And let's go to our initial stretches from here. So stretching arms to the back wall, inhale, and exhale, like a banana, lifting shoulders to one side. Inhale back to long. Exhale, second side. Another round or two to each direction. We're back to long stay. Right hand to chest. Ankle rolls for a moment. And right leg stretches up to sky. Feel the leg trying to extend more and more and more. Taking the bend out of the knee. Then from there, if there's still ability to pull the leg in closer, great. It's the first big stretch of the day, so don't stress about it too much. Okay, hooking right ankle to back left, slide the shin in. And then free up this leg. Put it down, left knee into chest, ankle roll. Leg up to sky. And hook left heel to back right, slide the shin in. Beautiful. Release. Sitting up enough that the fabric falls down to shoulders or waist. Let's take an arch to the back, up and over. So leaving the hands gripping on the fabric makes it easier. Open arms to each side as deeper you choose. You also get to choose how long this one is. So stay as long as it feels helpful. Rise up whenever you're satisfied. rush. Whenever you're ready to come up, it'll be just a nice forward fold. So the legs are long, spine is rounding up and over. I recommend trying to let the weight of the head droop forward, so you can also allow a nice stretch through back of the head. Obviously, rolling the head left and right is an option if that feels good. Take at least one of those rounds of 3-part yoga breath. Just notice how different it is being in a forward fold trying that breath. It takes a little bit of effort to expand the lungs so deeply. For the right hand on the left leg or foot. Left hand reaches up to the sky and circles all the way to the back. And return this arm. Anchor that left hand on right leg or foot. And right arm circles back. And return the arm. Bottoms of feet close together. And then slide the heels in as close as you can get to the glutes, but the knees are open. Good. So then elbows walk forward past the front end of the fabric. Chin comes into chest, hands clasp behind the back of the head, rounding us into this little ball shape. I like this one for how it continues to augment that stretch all the way to the back. Okay, so as we release, our feet pop out the front, and let's exit up the front. Looking elbows walk forward, or do the grip with the hands behind. So your choice. Also your choice how deep you take it. So just a nice gentle angle can be just opening for pecs and shoulders. The further you walk your feet back again, the more intense it makes it. You choose. Good. Start to release. Come back behind fabric. Grip a little wider than shoulders. And take our forward fold. Wiggles are fine. Cat-cow is fine. Also stillness is an option. Your left and right sides are balanced. Take your time. And whenever you're Balanced, happy, ready. Start to rise. Good. Into a hip hang, come up to tippy toes. Fabric up to the hip bones. Forward fold, drop the hands down. Beautiful. Travel backwards. And free form from here. So if you want to just hang, great. If you want to wiggle the hips side to side, great. If you want to play with a standing split, great. It's all up to you. That was me. Yeah, I can pop my hips throughout the day. Take some recovery time. Beautiful. Straighten the legs, start to walk the feet back, coming up on a stand, check out our good breath. And right ankle inside. You choose the stretch. Easy would just be sliding the hands down. Harder is the split. Play with what feels appropriate right at this point for the muscles. Okay. Weight back upright. We'll let this hip have a chance to rotate through different angles. So swivel the knee out to the side, slide the heel in, and then circle that leg all the way over. Good. Kind of leave it at the ankle. Good. Circle in with it bent, and then circle it out. Almost like we're stirring a big pot. Trying to kind of loosen up that hip joint. Good. And then we're actually going to slide it back to fabric down to the thigh from here. So taking camel grip high and slide down, left knee to floor. So first, right hand to left strand, and then left hand to the back heel. You tuck the toes. That's perfectly fine. I recommend trying to push the hips forward. It's natural to kind of lean back and that takes the intensity out, but pushing hips forward gets you right into that deep psoas stretch. Beautiful. Rising up. Left hand to right. Right hand to the back heel. And release. So from here, I know this one's always intense, either slide to the ankle if you can tolerate that one, or what will be the next pose, you can go straight to it, which is just patting the hands to the left, and scooting the knee back and then going to elbows. So that'll be the next pose. If you need to just jump to that one first, that's fine. Awesome. I think we're a little lower with our hamstrings, so it's awesome. So just stretch. Relax that hamstring. Kind of take the deep 3-part breath while you're in huge stretches like this. It sends the signal to the muscles that it's okay, it's safe, it can relax. Awesome. So from here, swivel the hands to the left. The knees, we stick them bump back a little bit so that the foot points more to the mirror. And then lower to elbows. Continue to walk the elbows to the back of the mat, and then swivel that left toe closer to the right shoulder for pigeon. Plant the hands. So basically from here, we're going to just come up to rise. So if the way that I do it is too challenging, just skip it, it's fine. This way will add the ability to take the quad stretch if you're able to make it. So this is working on planting left foot. And then there's kind of 2 methods to get up. So either hop close to under the plumb line, that's where balance tends to be easiest, or hop closer to the back wall so you can use the wall to help you rise. Rise up like a lunge. Good. And then hop backwards, grab the fabric, and take that quad stretch. Good job. You guys got it. And release the toes. Face back forward. Left ankle in. Hamstring stretch when you get there. Your choice on the intensity, just leaning forward or split. Okay, weight over the center. Almost like we're stirring the pot. Bend the knees, hold the foot in, then circle the foot as wide as it'll go, just with the stance. Good. So I think of this almost like sprinkling water onto the seeds that we plant. Very much with that water quality. This is helping to kind of lubricate these synovial joints. Make sure the hip, all these angles of it are willing to work with us. Good. And after the next one, just slip it down to the thigh. Drop down to kneeling on right knee floor. Left hand grips on right hand to the back heel. Okay, reaching up, right hand to left, and switch. Rise. The fabric to ankle if it'll make it on this side. Some of those 3-part breaths to try to relax it if possible here. Sometimes it's like right at the edge of the flexibility. It's like, okay, just breathe.
Too juicy counts.
Just go bumping up over it. Okay, so rotating the plant hands to the right. Make sure to scoot the knee far enough back so that your foot points to the mirror. Drop down the elbows. Walk the elbows to the back of the mat. Swivel the toes more forward for pigeon. Lifting the hands. Try to get that right foot on the floor. Raise up. Grab the fabric, up backwards. Lean back, quad stretch. And release. Face forward. We'll take the inverted cobbler. So whether you're coming from a standing inside approach, or my favorite approach is just one foot in, the other foot matches. And shoulders, elbows through, and falling forward. Good. Yeah.
That method never made sense to me, so.
It just happened. Noticing how being upside down naturally allows the breath to go slow and deep, just because of how the lungs have flipped from their normal arrangement. The weight of all the intestines on the lungs makes it so slowly deep breathing is really the only way that it really works well. little bit of recovery time. Drop down to knees. Sitting on the feet. Wrap the fabric around the head. And just lean back. Further back you scoot, the less intense it is because it's more like sitting upright. The further forward you scoot the knees, the more you have that opportunity to lean back and put more of the weight to be supported. Create that nice length with the neck. Take that 3-part yoga breath for another round. Grab on to support the head and neck as you release. The fabric flipped out in front, grip high, flip the feet to plant, take a little back. Where you feel ready to rise, arm strength pulls us up. Beautiful. Fabric flips out in front. Then to stand inside. 1 foot in, grip up high. Try to minimize swing as you rise. Good. We're going to have our back on the right side. We're facing the back door. So flip your back there. Left foot steps high. And then you inch yourself to 90 degrees feet. Good. So from here, what we're going to do is take a turn on each shoulder, leaning back, almost like a backwards plank, shavasana type thing, to really get a deep like shoulder massage on each side. Yeah, it's like what she's doing. You grip both above your head, you flatten out, and maybe even arch like fish. Deep shoulder pressure massage on the right shoulder. Whenever you're ready to come down, it's your choice. And you'll take a little break in between. So I'll wait till we're all rested for a moment. Beautiful. Okay, I like to switch the feet before the second side. So other foot on top. Switch your head to be on the other side. Flatten out and maybe even arch up like fish pose. Deep pressure, shoulder massage on that left side. Good. You choose when to come out. You're welcome to come out lower, working the feet into a cross-legged position just to play with our balance pose for a moment. If you feel like you can release hands, great. If not, don't even worry about it. Maybe just a moment. So the shoulders relaxed. When you're ready to exit, one hand on each side. Looking out. Good work. Just let the shoulders roll up, back, and drop down. 2 more times like that. Up, back, and drop. 1 more. Good work. Okay, so standing in front. Yeah, take a little sip if you need. Straddle back to one side chandelier. So fabric on the sacrum. Tilt back. Point your upside down. Lead right foot. Left foot comes around behind. Maybe grab both hands for the foot. While the shoulders pull back, opening. Yep, you can put a twist on each side. We'll be here for about 30 seconds or so. Several good deep breaths. Ready, leave the legs as they are. Reach for the fabric. Walk the hands above that right foot that's hooked. Pause for as long as your head needs. Only when you feel safe and ready. Yep, tilt forward, keep that right leg wrapped. Scoot the knee up. And use that straight left arm to take the slack out. Good. Muscularly extending right leg or grabbing on. And the knee bends. Fabric slides all the way around in front. Hands up high, sink weight forward. Enjoying that left psoas stretch. And weight back. Slip fabric to the ankle. Option 1, slide down. Option 2, splits. Option 3, slide up to top of mat. A deep hamstring stretch. This one takes the balance off just a little bit. Just high, weight back. Second side, so step out and straddle back. If our left leg stays, right leg is behind. Maybe grabbing onto the foot. Two more slow breaths. And grab the fabric, walk the hands above where the foot is. Again, if you need time, give it a couple of breaths. Whenever you feel safe, look forward. Scoot the knee up, take the slack out into the right arm. Muscularly extend or grab on. And release. The weight comes around in front. Moment with warrior 1. Leave the fabric at the knees. Keep the hips forward. Grip high. Weight comes back. Fabric to the ankle. Option 1, just lean forward. Option 2, splits. Option 3, maybe shift your weight forward. Okay. Weight back, bring up the foot. And inside for some stretches. Top of the fabric, leave it out. Yeah, a little sip of water. Last chance. We'll just simply come in and then face yourself toward the center of the room. So coming into the wide straddle inside. Feet inside when you get there. Pushing the legs open. Slide the right hand on the right leg, left hand up and over. Rise. Left side. And rise. Pigeon pose facing toward the mirror. So the leg toward the mirror swivels in, and then you grip hard to lift and then rotate the back. Sitting onto the front hip. Rotate open. And begin that journey to pigeon on the back leg. Swivel that foot in, grab the fabric, lift weight up, rotate the back leg behind. And coming back inside, come to the cocoon shape, bottoms of feet just rest together. Here we'll play with a few rounds of alternate nostril breathing, a really good cleansing breath. So use your right hand. The thumb will block one nostril, and then when we need to block the other, I usually use my middle finger and my ring finger. So my pointer finger is just kind of free. So thumb is there when I need to block right, middle finger and ring there when I need to block left. So we start with no fingers blocking anything. Take a normal inhale. Normal exhale. Thumb blocks right, inhale left. Plug off left, exhale right. Inhale right. Switch, plugging off left, exhale, or plugging off right, exhale left. Inhale left. So always when we're about to exhale that we switch, so switch to exhale right. Inhale right. Switch to exhale left. One more full round, inhale left. Switch to exhale right. Inhale right. Switch to exhale left. From there, so right hand drops down. Rest the forehead forward or the back of the head backward, whatever feels more natural. Just notice if anything is shifted in your body from that simple breath. Usually for me, it feels very balancing, very grounding. So this will start our individual journey here. Some of us may be absolutely ready for this to be Shavasana. So if that's the case, just stay. Some of us may want a normal Shavasana laying down. Some of us may even want a vampire before Shavasana, so that's also fine. So start your individual journey toward rest, toward breath, toward peace. Just absorbing how nice it is to go slow and just to be present, witnessing without knowing what's coming next. Here we'll begin to deepen the inhales, deepen the exhales. Slowly begin to introduce movement. Maybe it's just fingers and toes at first. Bring in ankles and wrists. Gradually allowing the body to take larger and larger stretches. Whatever feels good and helpful and kind at this moment. A minute or so, just gradually waking up. And sitting up when you feel ready. Hands together in front of heart. Just connecting back to this idea. Seeds, we never know what we're going to get. So this sense of wonder, the vitality that surprises us. So just like that, allowing life to surprise us, allowing ourselves to be present, never knowing just what we're going to get. So with this to lead us on, let's wrap up the time that we shared together with the sound of Om. Deep inhale now. May we be filled with light and happiness and peace. Namaste.